Okay, right now we are looking back at another case study. This one is Tianju Can Factory lah. I think everyone also know, right? Tianju Can Factory. Okay, it's actually a giant packaging company founded by this Datuk Si Bunte in 1956. So actually, after his device, right, the company is led by the brothers, okay, led by both of his sons, namely is Anthony C and Dato C Teo Chuan, okay. But actually, both have different management ideas, different direction, different vision, and so ambitious and strong to lead lah. They want to lead the companies. Both also have this strong ambitions to lead. Okay, so in the end, they are because of different direction, right? So in the end, both of them had different camp. One supported Anthony, and another one supported Datuk Si Teo Chuan. Okay, different camp. And then due to this internal fight, okay, they actually end up in the court. They say, okay, they file a suit, they file a claim, they want to liquidate the company. Because of this internal fight, both also cannot agree, okay, on the direction of the company, on the management, on the style, how is it run. So they want to liquidate. Okay. Initially, they say, okay, they file into the court, they want to liquidate for the interest of 27 shareholders. A lot, right? 27 shareholders. So the share actually will be diluted. Okay. So Anthony C. he actually want the share to be distributed to the family members. Just distribute to the family members. But for Dato' Si Teo Chuan, he said, I don't want. I want to open in the public, sell the share, and get the cash. Okay. So the court in the end, he favored Dato' Si Teo Chuan's idea. He said, okay, we just sell the share in the public and then get the cash. But this actually attract third parties to come into picture to take over the share because it's in public. So take over the shares and become the major shareholder. But it's not Anthony C, it's not Dato' Si Teo Chuan, it's actually Ken Wan. Another third party coming over to take over the share and emerge as the major shareholder. So actually, this internal fights between the two brothers, right, cost their family dearly lah. Because why? Because this company is supposed to be belongs as a family business, but because of the internal fight, both also cannot agree on the management style, everything. So they go to court, and then the court actually favors open in public to sell out the share, who want to take up everything, but it's not their intention. But it ends up the third party coming to grab the share and emerge as the major shareholder. So right now, it's no more family business anymore. So from this case, so what can you see from this case? What can you get the lessons learned from this case?
To simply go to court.
As the estate planning context, right? Okay. For this case, because it's a family business, and it is founded by the founder since 1956, it's a very long history of a company. Okay, a family business, and then because there's no clear direction, the founder didn't appoint who to lead. Both also so ambitious to take over. Both also say, I can lead the company, right? So end up, they want to dispose of the share. So it will cause the havoc in the family business itself. Okay? Of course, first thing first, they don't get they cannot inherit, cannot be the succession anymore for this Tianju. No more family business, first thing. And second, actually within this internal fighting, right, because of the public, it's a public market, okay, so internal fight can cause investor lost confidence of this company. So whether this company still can focus on their management or not, can focus on their products, can focus on their day-to-day operation. Okay, if let's say they still fighting each other, so cannot. It will affect their day-to-day operation. It will affect their family bonding. It also affect their investors' confidence. So end up you will lose it all lah. Okay, but if let's say today, Kenju actually from the founder that time, he can appoint the right successor. Okay, then this problem may not be so fierce and end up in the hand of the party. So this scenario actually highlights the importance of having a clear succession plan. If let's say you know that who shall be the one to lead, then you might as well appoint them and write it down in your will or in your trust or in your business succession plan. Who actually shall lead the show? We come to this Tan Sri Dato Lim Lotong, right? I think everyone also knows him. Okay, so as compared to the case just now, actually I see this succession planning, although it is many challenges and dispute, and there's a court case coming in, but what he do right at the first place, okay, what he do right at the first place is that he actually able to appoint a capable successor. First, among all the children, okay, he have so many children, so among all the children, he actually appoint the one that can lead the business. He already appointed at the first place. Although in between when he passed on, there's many court cases coming in, okay, and then people want to see his view people want to look at his trust why is it he's giving him to his second sons, this and that. But then it did not actually disrupt the business operation. The business still carried on. The share market still didn't fluctuate that much, okay. But it's just that the cost case ongoing but it didn't cause much havoc in the business operation itself. Okay, so I can say that for this late Tan Sri Lim Lotong's case, right, it's actually rather a success because what he did is he appointed a capable successor, and what he already know his direction. He adopt this strategy, one mountain, one tiger approach. Among all the family members, among all the siblings, he only appoint one. He not appointing two, but just now the case two brothers. But if let's say two brothers also have so ambitious to lead, so no one to lead, end up also nothing will happen okay. So this one he adopt this approach, one mountain, one tiger. Okay. So this one, although there's dispute, maintain stability and continue growth. So looking at all these scenario that we have discussed so far, okay, what can you learn from all these scenarios? In terms of context of estate planning, we have view, we have trust, we have succession, okay. So what have you learned? What can you get from Aretha Franklin, from this Tan Sri Lim Lotong? What can you get? Is view an important instrument to have?
Yeah.
That's right. Because from the case of Aretha Franklin, we can know that if let's say no view, it can cause dispute, it can cause havoc, it can cause up to legal battles. Okay? So a view is a must. Everyone must have a view. This one is a basic. Okay? But a view cannot actually wrap up all your intentions, especially those cases where you have a business. You still need a business succession. Okay? And then from Aretha Franklin case, we know that once you have a view, you have to know where you keep it properly, easily accessible to your beneficiary. Okay? So for businessmen or businesswomen out there, a view alone is not enough. Okay? Because they need to appoint who is the next to lead, so they need to appoint the successor. And this successor is not 1 or 2 days kind of cases. You can do it. Just like my explanation just now of the master chef. You want to become a chef, a head of chef, you still need to do step by step from zero to hero. So, and the last thing I can summarize is that we need to understand every family dynamics. But this one nobody can help you because you are the one the know well versed 100% what is your family dynamics, your family attitude, each and every person, what are they capable of, what are they not capable of. And then this step that you are going to, are they going to go against your wishes? If let's say you already know upfront they are going to go against your wishes, why not you do other solution for them? Okay? Because some of my client he like to say that, oh, I already pass on, I don't care I just do a view, then will do. When you do a view, I say, I also cannot see what happened in the future. I just do. But you see, you actually can plan ahead. When you plan ahead, you see, first thing we have to realize, in this world, we cannot take everything reverse when we pass on. But so fortunately, already accumulated that amount of wealth, the possession that we all got. Okay? So we just do another step. The last step is that let this possession and the wealth that you build transfer out. Just like how you plan to go for a trip. Do you just backpack and then wait, tomorrow I go Japan? Which flight? I don't know. Which place to go? I don't know. But you will plan ahead. When you go for a trip, you will plan, oh, okay, I want to stay in this hotel, how many days? I visited, for past 10 days, I can visit how many places. Okay? Plan for view, plan for estate is the same. Okay? You just plan, who do I want to distribute to? The beneficiary. Who can lead as an executor? Okay? Who I want to appoint as a guardian? And then where are my assets, where are my liabilities? You just picking up. It's very easy. Sometimes, like for example, for the Tianju case, people like to give equal. They say, this property, even though it's a business, I say equally, all my business equally to all my kids. 3 kids, 4 kids, equally. But then if let's say everyone also want to live equally, doesn't mean best. You have to know, if let's say 4 children, 4 business, might as well you give 1 to each. But end up, you still need to understand your family. What's your attitude? What is their attitude? What's the dynamic? Okay? Whether is it okay that I give this kind of planning to them. So just now, for what we learned, will alone, do you think is enough?
Not enough.
Not enough. Will actually is not enough. True. What you say, that means you learn something at least from the first session. Okay, will is never enough. So we look at what a will can do. Okay, what are will shortfalls? What are the shortfalls a will have? And then what can be counter offer? Okay, from the will. So from this morning until now, right, we can see when we do a will, we need to apply for probate. Okay, probate, then we need to pay debt, then we distribute. This process actually easily takes you 1 to 2 years, provided there's no legal battle, there's no dispute, nobody fighting for the wealth, nobody fighting for estate, 1 to 2 years. Okay, and provided your assets and your liabilities are well known of, but by your beneficiary. Otherwise, they want to dig here, dig there also, this take times. And then very important thing is that for will, only activate upon death. So what if today not death? Not death, for example, if today this person only coma, TPD, dementia only, okay? Can the will take effect? No, like for example, MH370, the plane just gone missing like that. If let's say, can the view take effect if he only have a view? No, If let's say he only have a view and only incapacitated or missing in action, so without without a trust, that means you don't transfer the power for other people to take over the asset to manage and distribute for you, the wealth will be stuck, the asset will be stuck. Even today you have a view only. Okay? So and most important why just now I give you so many real case scenario? Why we know so many real case scenario? Because for a view, everything is disclosed. When you do a view that time, the view is actually private and confidential. When we write that time, we cannot let people know how I distribute. But when the view open, everyone can know. Okay? Everyone know what your assets are, your debts are, you just need to go and extract it. That's why we know what happens to Tan Sri Jamaludin case, we know what happens to Tan Sri Limgotong case, because we know. But if let's say you see Tan Sri Limgotong, he got trust or he got set up trust, but inside the trust, how he distribute, we do not know. Because trust is private and confidential. So we do not know what is the distribution manner. But for view, everything is extract out. Okay? So need to go through probate. That means for the view to come to the distribution state, it still need to fulfill these two requirements. And for the probate itself, it still needs about 3 to 6 months to get the probate, provided your assets, debts are fully accessible by the beneficiary. Otherwise, if let's say they still need to dig the asset, needs to dig the debts, then the probate will take longer time. Pay tax, your filing or income tax, how many mortgage you have, how many credit card debts you have, okay? That one, if let's say you don't list out properly to your beneficiary to let people know, then your debts didn't pay properly, also there's a problem. It will cause delay also. And easily contested. Why? Because if let's say today, one of your family members said, oh, okay, I want to contest. My father write the will not in some way. Or my father write a will, I don't like, the beneficiary is not me. 100% I don't get. So I want to contest. When contest, everything stop off. Cannot go through already.
Can contest like that?
Of course, contest not easily that contest. But what I say is that once they contest, they say, I want to contest on the validity of the will. So if let's say they contest already, you cannot move on because once they contest, you cannot distribute. Still need to hold. Okay? So possible wealth dilution. How does this happen? Wealth dilution is that when we go through probate, when we go through pay debts, if let's say your mortgage, your income tax filing, everything does not done properly earlier, or your mortgage still have so much debts to pay, and you didn't have any insurance or cash to cover back, then you will dilute your wealth because need to pay debts first. So it's a lump sum payout. Lump sum payout, that means for a will, if you write a will, the distribution will be one lump sum. But just now when we touched that time, we say that a well-planned estate plan, you can actually give them away, not in lump sum, not only in lump sum, we can give away by age, or we can give away bit by bit, by monthly distribution, monthly contribution, or yearly contribution. Okay? So I actually short out for the main shortfall in will writing. I call it tax shortfall. Okay? Why I call it tax shortfall? You can see for will writing, first, time consuming. As I say, we need time. Okay? And you have to ask whether, if let's say you just do a will, your beneficiary can wait another 1 to 2 years. Can they wait? Wealth distribution can wait. Can they wait for financial, if let's say they still need financial, can they wait? Can they wait for so long? No income. If let's say today you still commit on mortgage, you still commit on their living expenses, their maintenance, one day not around, they still need to wait, and then some more got contest, so they will all get stuck. Okay, so this is the thing that you need to consider, time. Do they have the time to wait for the wealth to be distributed? Okay, this is the shortfall when you only do a will. Second, we call it expose. A will, if let's say you want everything to expose to public, then you just do a will. Okay? But will cannot say, hey, I want to keep it confidential. Even when I pass on, I want to keep it confidential. Can or not? Cannot. It's everything exposed. Unless you want people to know, nobody will know how much debts Tan Sri Limoto will have. Nobody know actually Jamaludin also got so much expensive wealth. And then up to one extent because he exposed now. Right now we know, oh, matrimonial properties already cost 2 billion. Then total how much? We already know why? Because already exposed. But today, if let's say he said, upfront, I already did the trust. Okay? I pass on all the things that inside the trust to my wife or to my children. How much amount of the trust that they pass in, public will not know. It still remains private information. Only the beneficiary will know. Okay? And then D stands for dilution. Dilution, just now I mentioned, dilution is that when the debt is not managed properly. Just like you didn't put any property, you have nowadays people have so much mortgage loan. Okay? And this mortgage loan, normally they will buy only 5 years MRT, you know? And then 5 years later, no more MRT. For example, your loan amount 1 million. First thing first, they will buy because to fulfill, to get a cheaper interest rate. They say, I only buy 5 years. But 5 years, 1 million, once they dilute, after 5 years, no more coverage. But it's not a rare. But after 5 years, only pass the rate. Still left 800,000, 700,000, still have to bear. But this one, if you don't cover the shortfall, this amount will bear by your beneficiary. Okay, wealth dilution. Second is therefore, shortfall in will writing, once if you only have will, you only cover that. It didn't cover other than that. Okay, and will cause dispute. When the amount, whether big or small, but if let's say a substantial amount of wealth, normally you will call dispute. People, everyone still want to grab the money. Okay? So we see there's a dispute in the there's a shortfall in the will, we call it tax shortfall. With this tax shortfall, we come into this called trust. Okay? Trust can actually cover the shortfall inside the will. That what will cannot do, a trust can do. Okay? For example, first thing, just now will we only cover that. But in the event of TPD comma disappearance it didn't cover. And what if death, if let's say you want to give you have financial obligation, correct? Living expenses, you are the one paying. Mortgages, you are the one paying. Okay, maintenance for children, you are the one paying. So this kind of maintenance, living expenses, right? It won't stop because of the person passed away. You try 6 months, didn't pay your loan. And you tell the bank, say, oh, this one, because we already passed on, we still need time. The bank will wait for you or not. They will start lelong, start lelong the property already. So, if let's say, in the event like that, right, for that also, the trust can cover because the trust can straight away, you give the power of attorney to the trustee company, they will have the power to take over your bank account, Okay, inside the trust instruction, you tell them, oh, okay, you continue to pay my monthly expenses first, continue to pay my mortgage first, okay, while waiting for the probate to come into picture, waiting for the distribution. Okay, trust, one of the function, it can actually cater for the period when you get the probate, while you want to get the probate, okay, he can actually take over your bank account first, okay, to give all the monthly expenses, living expenses, help you to pay the loan. So, great what? Great certainty and peace of mind for your family member first. Because when a person passes on, the family member will in very depressed state, very emotional. Still many things, maybe they don't want to work on it first. Okay, but if let's say you already set up this one, within 1 month, the bank account already transferred to the trustee company to help you pay these expenses, at least your family member can have a relief for the short period of time. Slowly they do, but not that immediate urgent they need to do. Because the payment and the mortgages still cover. So, create certainty and peace of mind. Okay, so distribution faster, I already mentioned, because the trust within 1 month, you can actually take out the money to extract. And what about for those businessmen? Like for businessmen, right? Businessmen or businesswomen, those who are doing business, you ask them to wait for the will, just to transfer the company share within 1 year, can or not? Why cannot?
1 year not so short. Just now you will also you said 1 to 2 years. So the thing can transfer shares of in 1 year.
Transfer share, if let's say within 1 year transfer, you as a businesswoman, 1 year transfer this share to the beneficiary can work. Do you think is it fast or slow?
Slow.
Any disruption?
Yeah. Worse is the beneficiary do not know how to manage the business.
Yes, correct. First thing, your beneficiary may not want to manage your business. Okay? Let's say you transfer to your beneficiary is below the age of 18. So, who want to lead the company? You still need to rely on the management. But the management might as well set up the new business, either than helping your beneficiary to earn the salary, to earn the income, correct? And it also disrupt your day-to-day business operation. Because major decision, opportunity comes, you want to acquire new business, also cannot be done. Because the share transfer gets up.
Signing
Document, everything cannot out. Maybe salary also you need to wait. So for those like doing business, right, they should have a trust, okay, transfer their company share over to other parties first. And then let other things which can wait, you put inside the will. Cannot wait, you need immediate attention. For example, bank account to settle all your financial obligations. Okay, company shares to continue the business operation. That one you need trust. Later on, I will share some more case studies. Okay, we will do a discussion. See whether you all understand or not. Okay, what is the will and trust? Okay, control distribution. Why? Because trust you can control either when to pay. It's not paying by one shot. You can control when to pay, and you can control how much they get. You can preserve your wealth as well. You are not giving them one shot. Because, you see, when the wealth is substantial, or we don't say substantial, when we are not substantial also, but first thing first, we leverage on our insurance, maybe we buy insurance, okay? At my life, I can buy a 5 million insurance coverage, but I'm not rich. But with a small amount of money, I can buy a 5 million insurance coverage with a small amount of premium. Then I bought. Okay, but this 5 million, if let's say one off, I give to my children, 2 children, 1 children, 2.5 million. We don't say children, we ask yourself, today you inherit 2.5 million, what will you do?
Spend lah.
Spend on
Holiday.
holiday, right? Do you go and look for financial advisor? Can you help me to
Don't want, I
spend
spend.
spend more easily? You will spend it off, right? So you will left nothing more because you don't plan. But then today, if let's say I know I already left 2.5 million each to my children, I know that for me, if let's say I inherit that much, right? Also, I do not know how to plan. So I don't expect them know how to plan because they're still small. So why not I just give them bit by bit? If let's say they don't need that much, every month I give them 5,000, okay, no? 5,000, so 5,000 is still long way to go, I preserve them. And then when they get married, I give them one basket. If they get children, one more basket. If they want to venture into new business, okay, no, you request from the trust. I will give you. So you can prolong your financial support to your family members, especially to your children. Because support, as of now, right, when we are around, every day we give support. They say they want this, they want that, okay, we support them. Financially we support, emotionally we support, physically we also support. No? But then one day we're not around, now you give that all back. We want to preserve. Okay, and then this one remain private and confidential for trust. No need court order or probate because for trust, right, you see, the arrow is like that. Direct trust, you set up, and then once the trigger event happens, which means this few trigger events, then you will directly to your beneficiaries. Okay, no need to go through the probate process, pay debts, okay, no need. And then, okay, creditor proof, we will dig further, we want to know further, okay, but because right now, today this course is not for creditor proof, and no contest cost. No contest cost, that means just now, when we do a will, we can contest one. But for trust, it's not contestable. Okay? Once trigger event happens, you take the bank account, you just distribute. It cannot be contested. Okay? Okay, and then you may have a questions or say, hey, should I give away now or by stages? Which one is better? We just look at some case studies. Know this case study? This one real news. Anyone knows? You know what? This one, you see, 18-year-old Taiwanese S. Is this one? He passed away because he inherited so much new asset from the father. So elder line is the father, which is passed on. Okay, married the mother, and born a younger line. Again, the father passed on, leaving a huge inheritance for this young guy. Okay, and this young guy, don't know why, days later, after the father passed on, okay, he being siphoned, being treated, I don't know, sweet talk from this one called Mr. Sia. And for your info, before I further proceed, do you know that Taiwan, they acknowledge, that means LGBT, that kind of marriage? Right now, Thailand also have approved, so Taiwan also. So this Mr. Sia, sweet talk this younger line, he said, we get married. And then they go to find witness in the supermarket like 7-Eleven, she came out they go and find witness, and then sign on the marriage, and then straight away married already. Married with this Mr. Sia, and then also died with him. This Mr. Sia didn't die, this younger line died already after married with Mr. Sia. And then it's day after the marriage to an older man. This Mr. Sia from the news source, right? News source. Actually, this Mr. Sia and the father actually very close. He knows how much assets that his father had. So that's why I don't know what sweet talk that he talked to this younger line, and then makes him willing to sign up to get married, and then after that, pass away. Just after the signing of the marriage, you know. So do you see this is true love, or is it because of inheritance? So just now we say, all the while we mentioned that if let's say inheritance, okay, we give them one child, they don't know how to manage. This is one point. Second point, if let's say we give them too much too soon, then you will expose them to danger. This is the real case that this guy is being exposed to danger. And to be true, he passed on. So sad.
Then got follow-up story on this one or not? What happened to Sia?
They are still investigating actually.
Oh.
They are still investigating. But I think this one is a very sad story. And from these articles, you can know that giving them too soon also not very good, good move. Because it's really exposed them to danger. This one is danger now. But what if people know you inherit so much wealth? They say, oh, okay lah, open business lah, this and that lah. So everything also got this open business or this one cannot make money close. 500,000 done. This one, okay lah, well, go invest to here, there, cryptocurrency, younger person right now like to invest crypto. 500,000, oh, crypto, no more. So this 500 here, 500 there, 500 easily can just go off lah. Go fast, your inheritance, and then back to spend. If let's say, how to say, if let's say lucky, then you can restart again. If let's say unlucky, You see this one, this is another one. This one also husband been killed in Changi Airport, okay, 2012. And then you see when he passed on, right, he got back insurance, 2.7 million RM, Sing dollar is 1 million. But because of do not know how to manage the asset, okay, also gone broke. It's just 1 year. Today 1 million, how long can we use? If let's say he know how to manage properly, for sure this 1 million can last the family longer. First one. Second, if let's say the disease already know ahead, they don't know how to manage. Might as well don't give one shot. Okay? Set up a trust, give them bit by bit, because you see so many young children. If let's say you give them bit by bit, they still continue to do their living expenses, and then they won't spend rigorously, right? They spend bit by bit, okay, but every month they still come in the money. Today you spend off, this month you spend off, next month I still have. You see, this Lydia something, this one he did a very good job, because he set up a trust. Once he set up a trust, you see he inherited her daughter inherited 16 million $4 amount he said. But actually he managed to because he didn't use up the money, because he didn't give her one shot, he just give her enough to cover her living expenses. So that if the daughter want extra, he need to work it up on her own, based on her own effort. So Anna, actually, I think her daughter is well brought up because of her mother direction. is well brought up because she didn't give everything to you. So you want this kind of arrangement or you want this kind of arrangement to happen to your family? But the good thing is that we can decide right now. But the bad thing is that people don't want to make arrangement. They know, but they just don't want to arrange. But this one is just one step ahead. Right now, already have the wealth. We just plan how do we want to distribute it. Don't let it wasted just like that. You say this one can last for how long? Of course, you can argue this one very huge inheritance, of course they can last. But bigger wealth, bigger expenses, smaller wealth, also smaller expenses, also it can last one, anyhow. So, I urge you all to actually utilize the trust structure. Because trust structure can help us to preserve and also to protect our beneficiary from danger. Just now, the one I mentioned. Okay? So, right now, we go for case studies. Yeah? Case studies? Ready? Ready for case studies? After learning so long. Try. Each case studies, maybe I'll give you all about 10 to 15 minutes. You all try to work it out. What are the possible solutions that this person might have? Okay? Then later on we discuss. Okay? The first scenario. This is a family with young children. Okay? Since only 3 of you, so 3 of you can discuss. Okay, what are the possible solutions that this family should have? Then, after that, we will do some discussion on that. Okay?
Okay.
Right.
The young children is how young?
Young children is below age 18.
Oh, okay. So means we need to do solution.
Yeah, solution, possible solution. Either is will trust
So we need to discuss. And
Young children, will and trust.
combine. I think the other one is the other will side is just now you did mention about guardian. Means the will we need to make sure there's a guardian appointed.
Take care of the children.
Yeah, in case.
Then substitute. And not to give up in one lump sum.
Cannot also.
Yeah, then too young.
So have trust. So trust is for their living expenses.
Education.
Who will be taking the money for them, for the children? It's trust, right? Then who will take the money? So called withdraw money, like let's say we say we want to give them some every month money allowance.
Find the right trustee.
Trustee, not guardian, right?
Guardian. Trustee manage the money. Guardian take care of the daily affairs.
You leave for young children, let's say we say we want to give them money, then who will be the one withdraw the money for the children? How to claim the money? Because they are
The
young.
guardian will claim the money.
Guardian take the
Claim.
money.
But if the guardian claim the money, if let's say you appoint, normally we will actually appoint professional trustee parties to help them to control the money. So if let's say the guardian, they will claim on basis. Okay, for living expenses maintenance of course we don't have a set of, everyone also have bill, billing, we don't have so we don't track on billing, but we will track on average income. For example, normal average person use how much for their expenses. If I say, for example, these children's normal average income, normal one they use about 3,000 for their money. Okay, so if let's say the guardian claim 3,000, the trustee company still give her. But if let's say this family, these children, he claim 10,000 more, then you have to justify. Why the money expenses are living expenses? The averagely people claim 3,000, you claim 10,000. You have to justify. What happened? Why is this child used that much? If let's say with bills, like for medical expenses, you have bills one, say you provide bills. Then if let's say you want education, like for example daycare, oh we send him to very expensive daycare. We send him to like drawing class also go lah, ballet also go lah, violin also play lah, these kind of things. So you have record one receipt. Okay, you give us the receipt, give to the trustee company will pay. So this is what we mentioned just now, right? We have this professional executor. We have two, one is professional, one is individual. So if we go for professional one, we can actually restrict everything we go by billing, itemized billing, itemized. So it won't drop in the hand of guardian. But if let's say today you are an individual executor and also guardian is also one of your executor, sometimes guardian and executor for normal case they will put the same one. So when guardian get hold of the money, right? So if you will not know whether this money is spent to your children or not.
So best is to split. Executor
So
and
best
guardian
is to
different
split.
people.
Best is to split, and you have when you have young children that time, it's best you hire professional to do it for you. Because professional is the one hold your money. Okay, so the guardian want to take money can you take the money from the professional or by itemized, so you won't actually see this money can use solely to the benefit of your beneficiary. It won't use up for any other things. You see some real experience is that when the guardian, you appoint them as a guardian, they work, they help you to take care of the children, everything. But then the money, if let's say under their control, right, they also have their children. When this money support your children, also support my children, how? It actually will happen, it's just that we don't know in details. But you see from stories from like Cantonese movie, everything it end up he support the money is to support his own children, and the children that he become the guardian, right? Don't get benefit. You can use this 4W1H approach. Still remember 4W1H?
The children,
Beneficiary is the children. Who
guardian,
executed and guardian.
separate person. Professional executor. When to give staggeringly. Before 18, staggering.
After 18 seconds also can. If they don't know how to manage money yet.
Until once they gather to work, then be able to
More mature.
Where is what? Where is it? Where to put the will?
Where to keep the will? Not under the couch. 2014 will.
Put in the executor, professional, the will, right? Okay. Whoever that is managing the will has to be kept. Where what? Location, asset. Asset.
Oh, got the list down. Where are the assets? The banks, the
Items are what our asset to be.
and need to include liabilities. What to give?
I think is the most important is the money. If you got property, then better liquidate or keep the house for them to stay.
Keep the house okay, and use others to pay for expenses.
But if let's say not enough money, so the executor can sell the house. Then the children might not place to stay.
Then, yeah, very good questions. So if let's say why we plan for our estate now, first thing we need to see when we plan for our estate, we need to see our total wealth now. Okay, so is this wealth we can cover liabilities? So when we plan estate, right, we have to make sure that the wealth that we have, if let's say we have 5 million, we have that. But if let's say our liabilities also 5 million, then how much we give to our beneficiary? Zero. So when we plan for our estate, instead of distributing our wealth is one thing, but then you can have a clear picture how much wealth you have. You can list out because when you plan for estate, you already know how much wealth you have. You have to list out the assets. Okay. Best is that you list out also your value. For sure, you will know your own value. Okay. Then you have to know how much liabilities under your care. If let's say this example of 5 million minus 5 million, 0, so nothing left.
Nothing to plan on.
Nothing to plan. Yeah, but yes, you're right. But right, you see, you already know you have 5 million debts. So these debts can be covered using what? Either your liquid cash or liquid cash. If let's say your bank account, you can cover already 5 million minus 5 million, just that you left nothing to them only. And then they still need to pay for probate fees, extra negative. So if let's say you don't want liquid cash to pay, you buy insurance to cover up your expenses, your debts.
If let's say the liabilities debt is house, right? And then they don't have enough to pay. So they don't want the house cannot. So that they don't want the liability.
They don't want the house. You ask the bank to sell off. Can you ask the executor to help you to sell? But you said to sell off one property means how long? First, to sell off a property, you need a buyer. And then, is it easy to find buyer nowadays? Not easy. Then, your property needs to go under valuation. For example, today, you buy the property, is 1 million. You loan 800K. And this property, if let's say depreciate to 800K, or it depreciate to 700, you still owe bank 100,000. Minus 100,000, you still need to pay off.
就是来弄上去了，don't want the house.
Then they got not enough to cover
No,
loan.
in Leyland, right? If let's say the amount
Means
is
the loan is still there.
the loan you still need to fork out 100,000 to pay off the loan because
They
the
don't want
loan
to
is
pay
one
off.
off now.
They say I don't want to pay off, I don't want the house.
Start okay, start.
Okay.
That means they cannot
The-
inherit the
You
house.
see,
anymore.
when we plan for our view, right? View ma. So what we do, we get probate first, oh. So after we get probate, we pay debts, oh. So right now you already stuck in the debts, ma. So debts you're not able to pay, ma. Then what else to distribute to your beneficiary?
If they don't
That's-
pay the let's say they don't.
Okay, they don't pay.
They don't
The
pay.
beneficiary no need to pay the debts. It's just that nothing left to your beneficiary. Okay, for your info, right? Beneficiary no need to cover the debts of the deceased.
So that means that 100,000 the young children don't need to pay.
No need to pay. But it's just that
They
nothing left
cannot
to
own
you.
the house.
Ah.
They cannot own the house.
But they still have cash. If let's say they got bank
No,
account.
no, no. You see, we come back to the process, You still need to pay debts, ma. If let's say, right, your debts 100,000, the bank say, okay, your loan amount is 800, now sold off 700,000, you still need to pay 100,000. If your estate still got 100,000, mati, you also need to pay.
Oh.
If your provider, your estate, 100,000 no more, then no need to pay, your beneficiary no need to pay.
Means they still have to use the cash to pay off
Yes.
the 100K
Yes.
for sure.
For sure. So, in estate planning, it is important when you list out your assets, you list out your liability, then you will know clearly how much you left for your
How
beneficiary.
the bank will know that they got money or not?
You like it to can see one your estate from the executor.
Oh.
They receive the probate.
They
A
receive the
copy of
probate,
the-
also they will. You cannot simply as an executor, right? You cannot simply say no money to pay. That prove to me you see bank cannot be so stupid one you tell him no money, he say no money, okay, never need to pay, no one. They look at black and white. So when they look at black and white, they want financial statement of your view your total net worth You confirm to me you have nothing to pay so no need to pay because I cannot get from the beneficiary End up you just sell off my property, you get the balance only You write off the others But then if let's say you have money to pay, then you still have to pay. Because for the bill, you still need to pay debts. But if let's say today I say okay, from the valuation I got 800K. But for your wealth, right, I got loan but I got bank account. Inside I got 500K But this bank account, right, I do a trust. This trust need to pay the loan.
Still need to pay
Still need to pay I ask you. I ask you, still need to pay If I say this 500,000 in the bank account, I put inside the trust already.
No need to pay. Because it's not part of the estate.
Yeah. So that is why we call how we manage the whole estate plan. When you put inside the trust, they don't need to pay already. Not to say we run over from the loan, it's just that basically the bill inside is bankrupt bill already. There's nothing for them to get back.
If let's say beside bank or you said insurance I heard insurance no need to pay that
Yeah, insurance,
free.
that free directly, insurance and EPF.
So if they got money right from there and don't want to pay the 100K, can means the bank cannot take from the insurance money.
The bank also, we say the creditor only can redeem whatever the creditor can redeem only from the estate. If let's say the estate already bankrupt, they cannot get from the beneficiary one. Just now your question is that the beneficiary say I don't want this property. Don't want. Don't want then nothing to pay back lah, nothing to pay back. Unless say
But
I
they
want
still
back.
can keep the money for
This
from
money can keep.
insurance and
Insurance
EPF.
and EPF, no need to pay debts. Straight away to the beneficiary.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because they said you said if you cannot pay debts using your cash, or you cannot get the money, you still have to pay off the loan unless the money is number one you go to trust, or if the money is
Buy
insurance or EPF.
Yes.
So means the saving all put under EPF lah.
What's saving? Oh,
That's how my saving, right? I put inside the EPF.
okay, for EPF, right? Yearly, right now, you can inject 100,000 everyone. You inject 100,000
Yeah.
And
so that they cannot claim my money ma. And I said I don't want the house I said okay lah, it's okay, you don't need the house when I die. Then because got two houses for example, you don't need to have to pay off all both houses ma. I just so-called surrender one lah. Pay off the other one.
This is your idea ma. But your family want or not?
Tell them lah, ask them.
No
choice hello, this is my property, I buy for you, you still have to ask me. I still have to talk to you. I decide, then you just take it or leave it.
See, if there's 100,000 loan in the house, there's 100,000 in EPF, then the 100,000 take it to spend. What for?
Precisely, that's why I said all my cash, whatever cash extra, better put in EPF, so that if they cannot touch the EPF money to pay the loan, so then to let long the house lah. Betul tak?
Betul, boleh.
Boleh
Boleh dilakukan.
I got solution already.
But then your solution is that we assume this property depreciate in value, no? But normally when you buy the property we don't say now you buy If the property already 5 years, 10 years, right? For sure the value normally will appreciate It's not depreciate So when appreciate, right? You want the property or you don't want? For sure you want.
Let the executor decide lor. If let's say after valuation got profit, then okay lor. If let's say very low value, I don't want lor. Can do the valuation first. Because really subject to the market price at that point of time
Yes,
we also cannot. We also do not know what is going to happen that time.
This is one of your solution But another solution, why don't you buy insurance to cover all your property debts? Then they will have bond, they have the property, the extra one they can spend because insurance for sure you buy extra one.
Actually, my uncle cannot buy insurance. Got problem. Cannot buy. That's why I'm helping him to think some idea. Yeah, because cannot buy my insurance reject his application.
But insurance got many type of insurance How about those that do not need to do medical checkup?
I don't know. Got such thing?
You can go to find out with your financial advisor. There's some insurance that you do not need to do medical checkup or maybe you can try some online one.
Online?
Those who do not need to do medical checkup because I do not know how severe is your uncle case is. Okay, we can talk it after the meeting. But that's a solution we can help him to make. Okay, to help your uncle actually manage the wealth and the assets and the liabilities So how to work with it? If let's say you say, Mati also cannot buy insurance, then might as well you sign up a trust the bank account straight away go first
But they say trust very expensive.
Put into EPF, no?
EPF, you are giving them one shot. Correct?
Cannot
EPF cannot be 100,000 your EPF. If let's say your uncle is working right, as an employee, easily more than 100,000 he have inside the EPF. If let's say he working more than 10 years, 20 years, if let's say a management level or something, I think easily will be 500,000 above, easily 1 million. When compounding interest.
Minor cannot take lah.
Minor cannot take out. If let's say he has minor, then EPF won't be the solution for him already. Because EPF, if let's say you are still minor, so the money go where first?
EPF lor.
Keep up, EPF will
Keep first.
keep first one. So if let's say the minor use, cannot use, it's still stuck. But if let's say EPF, for your info, EPF cannot go into the trust. Trust cannot. Trust only can accept bank account, at least investments.
But
Okay,
pay out
but not
already
in
mah,
trust.
die already pay out also cannot go in.
For the EPF, if let's say you have a money in the EPF, you put inside the will, you set up testamentary trust, and on the EPF side, you void on the nomination first. Because once you void on the nomination, because when you put in the nomination is final, the EPF will get stuck.
Oh.
The money cannot out, the beneficiary also cannot benefit. But if let's say you void on the nomination, okay, this EPF money will straight away put inside your will. But you don't want to give them one shot, because it's still young. So you set up what we call testamentary trust, which is inside the will, only can cover upon death. This one can cover not death, trust different, testamentary trust different. Testamentary trust is blend inside the will itself.
Oh.
So only can cover upon death. But if let's say for your uncle's scenario is that he want to cover, he just want the money to be out to reserve for his family. So he can cover two things. One is that the bank account maybe he put into the trust to cater for the shortfall first. While waiting for the probate, the family members still have the living expenses and maintenance to carry on. Okay, EPF, because it's inside the testamentary trust, inside the will, okay, still need to go for probate to pay debts. Only can use one. But we don't want to give them one shot, we still put into the testamentary trust. And don't forget, this one, if you have only cover them, will one inside the will testamentary trust. This trust can cover other than that. If let's say there's a minor, and in the event of incapacitated, or suddenly missing when sitting inside the plane, then this trust is very useful to help them solve their living expenses.
But missing one has to be some certain time, right? Otherwise, I purposely go and hide.
No.
Okay.
Inside your trust, right, you can put that instruction. When if let's say missing 30 days, normally we put 30 days, or you put 60 days or 90 days. You see, MH370 is a very, very rare case. But what we see, if let's say newspaper, right, people go and hiking, suddenly also will go missing one.
Yeah.
Not say very frequent, but it happens frequently compared to like MH370, which is very, very rare. Okay? But gone missing during hiking or somewhere like that, got a few cases one. So in that case, how? So, but you also don't want this power to transfer to the third party so fast. So we put in 30 days, also 60 days, 90 days, upon based on your own discretion. You want it 60 days, we put it 60 days. So 60 days upon what? Upon police report.
From that day
Police report onwards. Okay? Then the trust calculator police report today. So 60 days from now. So your family members can get the money already. Can start distribute everything. You have to plan properly.
If it's a kidnap case, they purposely, let's say, the family member know he got a lot of money, kidnap him for 60 days, if so happen they know, and then after kidnapping, then money will come out already, then after that release him back, then how,
Then he can get back the
can get back the money, or can stop the trust or not?
For the trust, right, the money come out, it's not giving them one shot, bit by bit, Trust got trust instruction, If let's say inside your trust instruction, you already mentioned, okay, for maintenance, expenses
I won't get much, right? What you are saying.
It won't get much because
So it's still
it's already stated there. Inside, when we get the money, the instruction already state it's only pay for maintenance, living expenses or children education. That's all. So there's no lump sum payout. Provided you put in the instruction if let's say I be kidnapped. You can if you want to put, okay, one lump sum payout. How much? If let's say you see the kidnap condition for you yourself is very high, then we can put up. Otherwise, when the instruction stated clearly, normally we'll cater for these three types only. Other than these three, right, the trust cannot distribute, simply distribute the money out. Other than the instruction that you already give. Unless you give this instruction. In the event we don't say kidnap, in the event circumstances happens, right, my family member need to use a lump sum of money with the agreement of all beneficiary, the money can be redeemed or something like that. We can state that. We can. No, you have to state clearly inside your instruction.
Not talk to trust.
Cannot, because the trustee only will act according to the wishes and according to the trustee. Nothing in the trustee stated we cannot act anything. Okay? So come back to this one. So any solution for this?
Follow your 4H1, 4W1H approach now. So we got to identify who will be the executor and the guardian. Better not the same person.
And that's better be a professional than individual as executor because it's minor.
Okay.
And then
You learn very well. Understand. Okay. So first, executor. Okay, so we appoint professional executor. So we still need to appoint guardian because this children is underage one. Guardian, no? Okay, so guardian with executor cannot be the same preferably But if let's say some they want to be the same also, you cannot force them So cannot have to be. This is requirement. Cannot say like that It's based on their intention What we will do, we will just advise them. When they come to us with their concerns, then we will just state, okay, with this concern and with this solution that you want to go for, this is your consequences. And you can accept these consequences, you can proceed. If you cannot accept, then we amend. Then, so in what scenario for this family with children, what kind of scenario that they need to cater for?
either one die or both die. Parents, I mean.
Parents.
DPD, just now is what? Missing incapacity, coma.
Missing
Actually, you're very well versed very good already. So, correct first thing we appoint an executor Okay, we need to appoint, if let's say for children, with family with young children normally we will suggest them to appoint professionals. Because first thing, their family members, because you see their executor, normally we go for first round, first maybe spouse Spouse will be the executor. If let's say they don't want to pay, okay? But then if let's say spouse also, because of they need to take care of the children, they have no time to become the executor, might as well you appoint professional. But for those who want to save on the cost, because professional they will charge more. Those who want to save on the cost, will appoint spouse as the first one now. Spouse will do the job. Okay? The second one will be the professional, will do the job. If let's say spouse also they don't know how to run here and there one, okay? Might as well you hire professional. Okay? So second thing is appoint the guardian. So appoint a guardian for parents and for family. Normally we ask them to appoint the same guardian. Because you see for parents parents got husband and wife So husband appoint guardian A, the wife have to be appoint guardian A also lah. If let's say husband appoint guardian A, wife appoint guardian B, so in the end two pass on guardian A act or guardian B act, we do not know. We cannot confirm. So both have to appoint the same guardian. And this guardian, the best is that this guardian close to your children is better. Because they know how to treat your children. Okay? So you have to plan also because family with young children. First thing you have to plan upon them. Okay, this one, asset. How many assets you have versus how many liabilities you have. So it's to ensure that the family got the assets it's not wealth dilution You won't dilute your wealth
Make sure got
because
money.
because at this part estate planning part, you already plan ahead. So you're not only state who to get what. You already know your asset, your liability. You're very clear that how much debts that you are leaving behind for them. So right now you still can counter check on your debts You still have the solution to pay off your debts. So might as well do it. Okay? So you have to know on how by stages because it's still young children. So in the event they pass on before the age of 80 and they cannot inherit, so we have to give them bit by bit. So normally my children, my client planning normally is that, for example, age 21, he give 50%. Age 25, maybe this one he give 20% first, 25. Okay, this one he give another 25%. So age 30 then, he give it all 50% balance. So for client, he said, okay, age 21, how you use up also you only use up by 25%. You wait until another 5 years because I give you use 25%, but you didn't do it well. You wait for another 5 years, you get another 25% from me. Okay? Second chance already. If let's say this second chance also you cannot do well, never mind. Another age 30 already should be mature. And then because of wrongdoing for these two also learn a lesson, I believe. So on the age 30, I give you all. So by the age 30, he said, age 30 also don't know how to use hopeless already. So you have to take care of your own. This one is first off. Second one, my client said we give them bit by bit every month. Every month you see, don't give them too much because they will not doing nothing. Sit there and wait for your money only. You give them every month maybe enough to cover their living expenses. Only enough to eat McDonald's maybe or mama. If let's say they want to eat extra, then they have to work out on their own. So every month how much you want to give depends on you. Okay? So do you notice that from this step also, right? When you know how much to give, you also know when you cover, okay, every month I will give them 5,000. So how much you need to support them? 1 year, 60,000. How long you want to support? You want to support them for 10 years? Is how much? 600,000. So at least you have 600,000 in your planning. If let's say you don't have, go find Go buy insurance is the cheapest way lah.
Mm.
To prolong, not to prolong lah, to multiply your wealth is the cheapest way. If let's say you didn't have. Okay. So this one is for children now. How is spouse? Spouse normally we say, oh, okay, I also support thank you lah. 120,000 right? Then 10 years, 1.2 million. So make sure inside you have 1.2 plus 600 equals to 1.8 million. To just support their maintenance and their living expenses. So from a well estate plan, right, you actually can plan and you know ahead roughly like how much they need, and you go and find this money. Where you want to find this money, it's up to you. Either you cash you already have, then it's very good. If let's say cash inside also you don't have, you go and buy insurance. So incapacitated, this one very mafan one because incapacitated, of course first if let's say we buy PPD insurance we got lot, okay? But you see the problem is right now when you ask, when I ask you you say okay, incapacitated I have PPD coverage already cover me 1 million. So in the event I got incapacitated, I got 1 million payout. But this payout pay to which account? Which account? If let's say the insurance company, if let's say you still around, right? This will pay to own account.
Yeah.
But already incapacitated, for example, already lie in the bed coma.
Cannot use also.
Already got mental disorder, dementia. This one paid out now, DPD But under your own account, you don't know how to use it. If let's say your family member, your spouse, do not have the access, normally they'll say, okay, my spouse have the access. Your spouse have the access, first thing, yes. But will your spouse use it for the benefit of yourself? You do not know. Uncertain. You don't say 100% you won't, you go for holiday, you lie there yourself, you go for holiday. This one uncertain. But if let's say to ease this kind of uncertainty, you see when we do asset plan, we want to create what? Certainty. When we create certainty, if let's say we know that it will drop to our own account, we set up a trust. We ask this trustee company to get hold of our bank account, okay, in the event of incapacitated, to what? To take care of our maintenance.
Take care of our own self first.
Our self, living our nursing care. Caregiver. This one we no need others to take care of us. Sometimes when old people they say when we become incapacitated, we also want to live with dignity. When you set up a trust, then dignity is not a problem because you know you are not using other people's money. You are using your own money to take care of yourself. No one can actually question you. So death, incapacitated, missing, we already cover up all. So for family with children, normally we don't do will. We do will
And trust.
plus testamentary trust one. And then we add on a trust, incapacity trust. To take care of ourselves and also to pay for living expenses or to pay for the financial obligation that they still need to carry on. For example, incapacitated, PPD, mortgage still need to pay for sure. Okay, so if let's say no one handle your bank account, no one to pay, also you will get stuck. Okay, property will get landlord. But if let's say you have this incapacity trust, you can ask the trustee to help you to pay the debts, continue to pay the debts for you. Okay? Done? Yeah. Okay. Okay, scenario 2, single professional. Single professional, okay, because due to time constraint, I think, right? Okay, so we won't go through, but basically I will tell you, for single professional, normally their most concern is incapacity. Incapacitated, they need to handle by themselves. No one actually can handle for them. So for them, setting up a trust is actually very, very useful. Okay? So scenario 3 and 4, we don't go ahead. So basically, it's the same. But for business owner, we need to set up a business succession trust. To cater who actually lead in the future. They have to set it down because in the future, once they set who is the one to lead, they have to groom them from zero or in its time. So parents with a special child, this one, trust is a must. Because special child, special kid is not like kid like after 18 years old, they can take care of their own. Special child unable to take care of their own, they need people to take care for them until for their lifetime. So if let's say you just give away using a will, it's not suitable.
They cannot take also, right? Because they can't manage themselves.
They can't manage. So that's why if let's say normally they will put normally parents they have one special child, they have siblings they will put the responsibility to the siblings to take care of the special child, which is I think for longer term it's not a good way because for the siblings to take care, right now the siblings still don't have family members so they can take care. But what if the siblings are grown up, they have their own family members to take care, they are not able to take care for this special child so intensively so dearly because they have their own family members. So looking at these circumstances, the siblings can be their guardian, or you can appoint other professional team to be their guardian or whatsoever. If let's say they have, in the market. If no, the siblings still can be, but then the money will be taken over by the trust. You want money, you want everything, you get from the trust. And then one point is that for special child, normally parents will leave them one property for them to stay until their demise. Because they still have a home to stay. If let's say the siblings don't want them to stay together, they stay on their own. And this property will hold under the trust, stay until their demise, only transfer to the siblings. They can have this direction.
But if no siblings, then
if no siblings, maybe they go for donation. They donate to others, or they ask executor to sell off the property and give the donation to maybe to those special kids center. They can do. I mean, further if let's say nothing to left, they can do this kind of instruction. Yeah. So this one we explained already, incapacitated or not that. Like this one, you see the case missing, kidnap queue. This one also missing after swimming, don't know what happened. This one coma for 43 days. If let's say for example this one is a business owner, coma for 43 days, how the business going to react? And this one didn't manage well, fraud, being cheated, lost 5.3 million inheritance. So this one, actually all of it we can control. When we know this happens, what we do is that we plan ahead only. Okay? So will cannot take effect, we already know all the scenario, will cannot take effect. Okay? So to have a solid estate plan, what I define is that you have to cover D. What is D?
death.
HD. half debt.
Ah.
LW, eh?
Live well.
Lost world.
Lost
word.
So you can cover, solid plan shall cover debt, shall also cover half debt, which is incapacitated, and also cover in the event you are in the lost world. Nobody can find you. Okay? So I summarize as a solid estate plan, right, shall be able to use this model. We call it WOT model. I define as WOT model. What is WOT model? WOT model is that you can know who to give, okay, beneficiary, who to appoint as an executor, who to appoint as a guardian. Okay, for those who is doing business, who to appoint as the next successor. Okay, a complete comprehensive estate plan should be able to avoid disputes, okay, avoid dilution, avoid fights, and people able to assess where your location of your assets and what's the location of your liabilities. Okay, and a solid estate plan shall be able to accelerate your distribution. If let's say you are unable to accelerate your distribution, then you have to redo again. Why it cannot accelerate? Why accelerate that? Those who don't want to put into the probate, you want a fast solution, like distribution of your bank account for financial obligation or your company share. You want to accelerate, you use trust. Okay? And D is what we call decision. Okay? A good estate plan shall be able to help you decide who to give up, when to give up, decide when to give. In the event of incapacitated, how shall you manage your asset, your assets? Okay? So yeah. So right now we are coming to the end of the session. Okay? Hope everyone get information, okay? Learn something from the sharing. So what model? Don't forget, a good estate plan shall actually cover these three. Debt, half debt, and also. If let's say your estate plan only cover that, think again. Whether is it full cover or not full cover. If not full cover, then you have to plan ahead. Look for professional to guide you along. Yeah. So before my closing, I will need your help to help me to do the assessment. Okay. And also just now we didn't do some attendance list. So you all can actually attendance list and some output assessments. Okay. Any questions? While you're filling out the assessment?
What is cost name again?
Cost name is cover the essence of the statement. Discover the essence. Discover. Right. I see.
Yeah.
So I hope from this workshop, all of you will be able to create your own solid estate plan. And you'll know that not only you alone cannot able to manage all your expectation. So hopefully you all can plan ahead.
This one I take. Yeah.
going forward, I will have a sharings on estate planning for business owner. If let's say you all are interested, later you can give me your name and your contact details. Okay. The time probably will be in August next month. Okay. So for those interested, can give me the name, your name and contact number later.
Okay.
This one can sign. This one also need to sign.
This one is attendance list, which is
Yeah. Next training, what's the topic?
estate planning for business owner.
For business owner.
Alright, thank you. So thank you everyone for the participation today. Hope you all learned something new.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.